All right, check this out. I was able to get Pro Blog Academy creator Ray Higdon to, get this, give me a 20-minute audio interview, which I'm about to share with you. But first, at any time during this video, you can click the link below for a full Pro Blog Academy review, learn exactly what is Pro Blog Academy and how it can help you increase profits in your business. So grab a pen, get ready to take some notes as I interview Pro Blog Academy creator Ray Higdon.
All right, welcome everyone. This is Adam Chandler here in Colorado, and I have the pleasure and the honor of interviewing someone who has helped me out personally a great deal. He's a mentor to me in the network marketing industry, as well as a mentor to thousands of others in the home-based business industry. He's somebody who has really figured out how to really incorporate online and offline. He's figured out the duplication as far as duplicating MLM and network marketing. Using a combination of both online and offline strategies. He's getting, get this, 30,000 unique visitors to his blog. That it's just an amazing feat, something that, like a fraction of 1% of people that are blogging, that are doing internet marketing, have been able to accomplish. I'm privileged and honored to have him here to introduce him to you today, Mr. Ray Hickden. Ray, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Adam? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. So first, Ray, for those of you, most of my audience, most people listening to this, are well aware of who you are. But could you just maybe give maybe 60 seconds just on some of the things that you've been able to accomplish in this industry over the last couple of years, and maybe some of your blogging accomplishments as well?
Sure, my pleasure. I am father of two, happily married. Actually, just got married back in November of 2011, and through the efforts of blogging and just having a solid routine, been able to become the #1 income earner in my network marketing company, one of the top 3 earners in my Lead System Pro, and that has enabled me to go on a lot of vacations, spend a lot of time with my family and my kids, buy a lot of cool toys, have a lot of cool experiences, and really just have kind of a dream lifestyle where, my residual now, more than, I don't know exactly, but more than double or triple all of my bills. And that's where we all want to be as network marketers, is to have more residual income than all of our bills combined and still have enough left over to travel the world.
Absolutely. That is the dream for me, for sure. Excellent, Ray. Well, my very first question for you, as it relates to the blogging, because it's such a hot topic right now, and I know you've got this course that you put together that we're going to be getting into in just a little bit. But what is why blogging? What's the main purpose? Why should people be blogging? Why should people that are listening to this information, what's the major benefit for them, and why should they be blogging in the first place?
Sure. Well, a few reasons. Number one, it allows you to have an easy to do, consistent way to get value into the marketplace. If you look at, some of the other ways of internet marketing, a lot of it is you have to stay on top of, you have to manage daily. Blogging, you create it once, it stays out there forever. So it's almost like, it's like an online, like an asset account. Okay, each blog post is a little asset that you have that has a piece of real estate online, and it stays out there forever. And so when you simply understand what to blog about, which is really, really simple, most people overcomplicate it, but when you know what to blog about, you put these little posts out here, and I'll tell you, I track my affiliate commissions, and I have affiliate commissions come through on blog posts that I did 2 years ago. And so that's what's pretty cool. You'll never have that with a pay-per-click ad. You'll never have that with, online, offline meeting or something like that. So blog posts, they compile, they take up real estate out there, and you just, as you add to that online bank, you have more and more chances of people seeing it, people clicking your links, people buying through your products. And so it's just powerful. To me, it's something that's search engine friendly. It's easy. It's user friendly, and it lasts forever. So that's the three combinations that I think is really powerful.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome. And you get, one of the coolest things that I've seen as far as just, statistics, and what you've been able to accomplish with your blog is you get 30,000 unique visitors a month. Is that correct on a monthly basis?
Yeah, it averages 900 to 1,100 unique visitors every single day, day in, day out. And, people, they kind of wonder, okay, well, how much time does he spend on this thing? Well, once you have your shell in place, once you have all those things figured out, I spend anywhere from 10 to 25 minutes a day on my blog, and that's it. And so anyone, whether they're part-time, full-time, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can do blogging, and you get it out there. And when you know what to blog about, it's just real simple to come up with content. In fact, in some of my upcoming webinars, I'm going to be teaching multiple ways to come up with content every single day without being creative, because I'm not Mr. Creativity or anything like that. I just know how to help my target market, and that's all you need to know.
Sure. And I also want to point out, we're talking about 30,000 unique visitors here. Or Ray mentioned a second ago, 9 to 1,100 unique visitors a day. Now that's different than people like myself who frequent Ray's blog just to get valuable training and information. These are unique visitors. These are people that have not been there before. Correct?
That is correct. Absolutely.
Yeah. Awesome. So I mean, you kind of answered it just there, but my question was, I mean, with that kind of traffic, you must know all the SEO secrets, and you must be doing all kinds of article spinning and doing all that crazy stuff. Is that right?
No, I'm certainly not the SEO expert. I mean, I have a couple little tools that I use. When you guys came up with travel syndication domination, that was a breakthrough for me and my business and a whole lot of other people that I know. But yeah, it's not, I don't spend all day spinning. I don't spend, millions of dollars on Fiverr. I don't do a lot of the things that people talk about. I just really, I hone in and focus on, just some core principles that are pretty easy to learn. And that's what we do.
Okay. Gotcha. And, can you maybe talk to the technophobe on the line? I mean, I know you pretty well. I know the fact that, you're not, the techiest guy out there. I'd say that's probably a gross understatement, but maybe somebody who thinks that creating a blog or maintaining a blog means that you've got to be some techie ninja.
Yeah, no, I mean, basically here's what I've heard from some of my students. Some of my students have said, if you can type into a Word document, you can follow Ray's system. And that's really what I geared it as is, I didn't want to have widgets and gadgets and gizmos and, PHP and HTML and Elemental P and all this other stuff that you have to learn. You don't need all that stuff. Technology is, fortunately for us, it's just such a commoditized thing. You can get your WordPress blog set up for $55 and, about anywhere. There's probably 10 places you could do that. And so, I don't focus on technical, number one, because I can't, but number two, that's the easiest thing for other people to do, if you have a hang up about it. And so don't let that, I used to, years ago, before I had success, I would let little things keep me from my big dreams. And then I realized I just didn't have to do that anymore. And so know that we're in a global economy where you just don't have to do that anymore. So if you can type into a Word document, you can be a successful blogger.
Well, that's great. That's great advice. And, that's so true. Without sharing the mother lode here, Ray, because I know you go into detail on this in module 2 of your new course. What's one tip that you can share on content creation and creating, unique, fresh content that your audience is going to love?
Yeah, first of all, I have 5 different ways in module 2 that I talk about coming up with content. Here's one that you can do that anyone listening to this can do with exactly what they're already doing, and that is when you are listening to a call, when you're on a webinar, when you're reading an ebook, when you're at an event, don't just be a consumer. You see, most people, they sit there and they consume information, and then they wonder, okay, will I do anything with it? And then by the time they get to the parking lot, they haven't done anything. Well, think like a marketer, not just a consumer, and think and understand that when you're listening to an audio or when you're watching a webinar or you're at an event, there's 99.999999% of the people that you would love to target for your business that are not experiencing that. And so always think not just a consumer, not, consume information. That's a good, good plan for you, but also think like a marketer. What is it that you can teach from what you're already doing? And so a lot of times, I went out, I hung out with Jordan Adler, top income earner in his company, and, he gave me his book, and I read the book, and guess what was a blog post? It was all about his book. And, so it doesn't have to be that difficult. Just keep doing exactly what you're doing, but just be a marketer, not just a consumer. And, some people will struggle with credibility, and they'll say, well, this person wrote that book. Why, who am I? Who am I to do this? Well, you are the messenger. You're the messenger that can pass along your tidbits, your little brief cliff notes of whatever to get people to take action, to either go and purchase the book or to go and reach out to you because they like the way you talk. And so do those kind of things. People are already sitting in that classroom, but they're not teaching what they're learning.
Right. Wow, man. Great distinction. I know that one of my challenges early on when I first started getting online, for one thing, at first I thought all I needed was traffic, and then everything else was done for me. As long as I got the traffic, and then I started getting traffic, and then a problem for me was converting that traffic into sales. And again, I know you go into great detail in conversions in Module 4 of your course, but why do people, in your opinion, struggle with getting with converting traffic into sales, into money in their pocket?
Well, because they think exactly like you did, and that is, let me focus on traffic. And I'll tell you, that's probably the number one mistake that online marketers make, is they think, if I just get the traffic, right? And here's the problem with that. If you don't know how to convert, then you're going to have to do 10 to 1,000 times more work than the person that does. You see, you don't have to get a ton of traffic to have a six-figure income online. You really don't, if you know how to convert. And so, what would be better? What would be better, for us to learn how to get 1,000 more hits a day to our page, or for us to learn how to convert 10% more? Well, absolutely, 100% of the time, it's how to convert more. Because then traffic is not that difficult. Traffic's not that difficult when you know your message and you know how to convert. And so if you learn to convert, which I do cover, in module number 4, as far as converting into your network marketing company, how do you do that without pissing off your list? Well, there's a very specific way you can do it, and it's a way I've been doing for 2.5 years. Then how do you convert people into supporting you during a launch, or supporting you when you're selling a certain product, et cetera? And you can do that if you know how to convert. And then once you know how to convert, flip that traffic switch. But most people will flip that traffic switch, not know what to do with the traffic, not know how to convert it, and guess what? Then that traffic doesn't want to come back. If you know how to convert, you're actually serving that traffic even better. And, let's say you're on this call and you're listening and you're really greedy. You're not here to impact people. You just want to make money. That's all you want. You don't care about helping, Susie Homemaker get a new life. You don't care about, mortgage broker Joe getting out of his crappy job. You don't care about any of that. All you care is about making money. Well, if that's the case, then your goal should be convert traffic and continue to keep that same traffic converting for the rest of your life. That's great, right? However, if you supply value in your products and you only associate yourself with valuable things, then you are impacting them without even trying. And that's what's so powerful about understanding that conversion needs to happen. For you to impact people, they need to buy things. They need to buy new training. They need to buy ways to impact their life. And if you don't know how to convert that, you're actually doing a disservice to you and this industry.
Wow. Wow, that's a huge paradigm shift right there. I know will be for a lot of people. And when I first heard that, is that, stop focusing on yourself, start putting that energy towards solving people's problems and helping other people get what they want. And that's a turning point right there.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, absolutely. So, wow, very, very insightful, profitable insights and tips that we're learning here from Mr. Ray Higdon. And for more profitable tips and some really cool bonuses, head on over to MLMblogpro.com. Do that right now. Again, that's MLMblogpro.com, MLMblogpro.com. You're going to learn why our bonuses will actually help you rather than confuse you, and really complement Ray's blogging course. And you're actually going to get one bonus in particular that actually allowed a rookie marketer to go from losing $800 a month in his business to making over $1,000 a month in, get this, less than 45 days. That's one bonus that you're going to get through us. Again, when you head on over to MLMblogpro.com, you'll also get instant access to a $97 training course to use for personal branding in your email marketing, to differentiate yourself and set yourself apart from the masses online, which is getting more and more important to differentiate yourself and really stand out from the crowd in this business, in this medium. And you will get that bonus immediately just by heading over to MLMblogpro.com. Again, that's MLMblogpro.com. This is a bonus that you're going to get just from going over there right now, regardless of whether you purchase from us or not. That is our gift from our gift to you, just for heading over to MLMblogpro.com. Again, that's MLMblogpro.com. Do that right now to get your free training course and to see our other cool bonuses and how they can really help you create more profit in your business. Ray, I want to thank you so much for your time. I know you're incredibly busy, being the number one income earner in your company, being the family man that you are, and launching this course and everything. I know that you're extremely busy, and I just want to say thank you so much for your time and doing this interview.
Hey, my pleasure. You and Jordan and your whole crew there have given so much value to this industry. I'm honored to be on here with you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Ray, and everyone else. Again, head on over to MLMblogpro.com. Do that right now, and we look forward to seeing you at the top.